Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's your girl V-Henny, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Can I get a yer? Welcome to the Artistry where we talk shit about music, entertainment, and the everyday life. Today will be a dope episode. We have two special guests in the building. Lazaris TheTopDon and recording artist, hip hop artist, First Klass. He will be speaking with me as well and performing. So y'all know how that goes on the second part of the segment. As far as the first part, y'all already know, man, how I do. This week, man, has been such an eventful week. It's not even funny. I'm being honest. Like, it was just so hectic. But Jade in the building with me as well. She's been busy with my ass. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I went to your event.
Oh yeah, let's talk about big up to motherfucking big up to us. Big up to us, the Artistry Evo agency. Big up to fucking K motherfucking goddess. Scott Morris, Mark, myself, Jade, for even just we all communicated as a team. You understand? DJ Apollo, DJ Chase, they were on the ones and twos. We have Mike Borello, the cameraman, the man behind the camera. You already know how he goes. Just like the models, the bartender, like everyone played the role, Asia Golden, she was doing the BTS and whatnot, like it was just like, I was just so like happy how everything just turned out, And as far as the event, you got to enjoy it. It's crazy because she got to enjoy it more than I did. I was just like a chicken without a head. Like,
I think this was the first event of yours in a while that I really got to enjoy it. Because usually I'm helping you and whatever.
Yeah,
but this
yeah.
time there was more of a team. So I was kind of just observing. Yeah. But it was good. It was a really good event. I had a lot of fun. I brought my cousin and she had a blast. So
No, everybody was just like, yo, great turnout, should I say. And I was just like, bro, I didn't get to take as many pictures as I wanted, but it's okay. I kept stressing that night, it's not about me. Let's make this shit happen. Like, let's shake the shitty. Let's shake it up. Let's shake the city up, man. So that's how I felt with everything overall. So shout out to K motherfucking Goddess on her EP release, East Coast Bitch, streaming all over. So y'all already know the vibes. Go download it. The girl, she's I'm gonna keep it a buck. She got something. We knew this. You know what's crazy is that K-God has been shaking up New York, but right now it's and I had told her, I'm like, yo, it's your time. It's your time. Let's make this shit happen. I was like, stop doubting yourself. I'm not saying that she does, but I'm just like, it's your time to shine. She's such a humble soul. She's a beautiful soul, but and she was just so nobody wants to see me, and I was like, sis, do you not realize how many DMs I got just for people wanting to see you, from fans to media to personalities. There was a lot of celebrities in there, you understand? So she definitely got the love that she deserves, and it's only the beginning. That's how I've been looking at all of this. It's only the beginning. And pa'lante, you understand? That's how we say it, in my culture, pa'lante, we gotta keep going, move forward, So shout out to everybody, to the team. We made it happen. We worked our ass off, and this is only the beginning, Shout out to everybody who's been working very hard on their craft, their brand, whatever it is. Understand that it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of hard work and working smart, and also you have to continue staying focused and consistent when it comes to your work. It will happen. You have to believe that it will happen. It's no instant gratification, though. I'm letting you guys know this. So, shout out to all you guys. Another dope release event that I went to, listening event, should I say, would be Johnny Floss. Shout out to Johnny Floss. It was a dope event. Like, there was a lot of people. You know, congratulations to DJ Chase and Johnny Floss. You guys been working very hard as well, and it was just a good turnout. You know, I'm proud of those two because they've been in the game as well for such a long time and faced so many obstacles, and yet they're here overcoming it, you know? So shout out to you both. Johnny Floss is going to be in the building with me actually next Sunday. So big ups to that. Y'all already know the vibes. And y'all know, man, like everything else as far as like what's going on in the scene and the media or like social media. I mean, Tory Lanez dropped this whole album. He's, you know, telling it all, you know, as everybody's been speaking. I'm going to keep it a buck. I got to hear like 3 to 4 songs. Good, not bad. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't give a fuck, though. He's just telling it all. I don't got time, Tory. You've been telling it all since it's been happening, you and your team. You understand? So it's like, for me to be like, oh shit, he didn't tell his side of the story. No, correction, you have. For you to say this, the homegirl like spoke, it took a lot in her to speak. She wasn't talking. So I'm you know, like I don't care about gossip. I don't care about none of that, you know, because to be honest, like Tory Lanez doesn't do anything for me. You understand? My thing is this. You can't play victim. Don't stop playing victim at this point. I think those that know me know the fact that I hate when people play victim. I walk away from that situation. So I try to like give it the benefit of the doubt, but to play victim and you know, again, I'm not gonna take away that it's the 3 to 4 tracks that I did listen to were good. I'm not going to take that away. But you're playing victim, and I don't got time for that. I'm in a place in my life that I'm like, start taking accountability. You know, instead of victim, change it up. Take accountability. But, you know, I mean, I'm sure he cannot do that either because he's going to court and everything. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, to be honest. It happened. And your career, you're trying to save it. You know, you're trying to save it. You're trying to save your career because right now, shit is not going to... Your career's about to be over, bro. Career's about to be over, you know? What are your thoughts on that, Jade?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't even listened to the album. But I've been hearing a lot that, you know, he acted very... bitch-like, you know? Especially that he's still trying to, like you said, play the victim and, like, kind of negate what Megan said. And I feel like a lot of women are kind of aggravated with him right now. And there are some that don't care, and they're just like, the album is fire.
No, the album, that's what I'm saying. Like, the music is not bad. Like, the 4 tracks that I got into, I was like, it's not bad. Like, you know, like, you can hear the pain or hear the victim... the sound of victimizing yourself, you know, in the tracks. But, you know, like I said, it's, I won't take it away that, you know, it's not bad. Me personally, I can care less, you know. Tory, it's just, you know what it is? For me, it's not that I'm mad about the situation. I'm mad that Tory Lanez, he's always doing something. He's always fucking up. And then he's always playing victim. Like, he's known in this industry to do wild, crazy shit. And then he plays victim. So at this point, it's like, bro, like... And then you want to act like a bitch on track now. I have no respect for people who do that. It's not even about men. It's about people. who do that, because it's both men and women who play that role. You understand? So at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. You know, like, if you want to stream it, you stream it. That's on you. That's your prerogative. I really can care less. You know, so, you know, hopefully everything works out as far as, like, for Meg, because I'm sure she's in an emotional state of mind with all of this going on and him telling it all. They've been doing this shit. They've been telling it all since the event happened, his whole team. So that's why I'm just a little surprised that he's like, I never talked. I guess he's saying he personally never talked, but your whole team talked. What are you talking about? They were talking. They were the first one talking. Like, what are you talking about? But whatever. Enough with that, you know. We're going to play some music. We're going to come back. We're going to be speaking with Lazaris TheTopDon. And then after that, we're going to be speaking with First Klass. Yo, shout out to all you guys, man. Shout out to all the love and support. I stress this every time because it does mean a lot to me. So I'm truly grateful for the support that you guys provide, and those that have been supporting me since day one, the new ones, everything. Like, it's all... it means a lot to me. This little corazón, this little heart right here, it means a lot. So appreciate you guys, man. For those who haven't, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. We'll be back. Y'all know the vibes. V-Henny.
Boss nigga who don't talk about money on these show ass, I ain't no cat. Got a pocket full of ones, if you show me what that tongue do, baby, show me love where it's at. Like a big boss nigga who don't talk about money on these show ass, I ain't no cap. Got a pocket full of ones, if you show me what that tongue do, baby, show me love where it's at. I want that love like that groupie love. Wasn't fucking with you then and you still a dub. I got that big foot, long extended clip for the bitches that's throwing subs. They up at the top letting shoulder shrugs. That's why I give bitches daps, never giving hugs. Cause bitches got bad spirits, any feelings, I'ma let it fly like a ladybug. Bitch, I am a thug, yelling thug life, getting hit with the left, give a fuck if he was right. Popping on a bitch like a Bud Light, eating up this pussy like a motherfucking termite. Titty fuck me all night. I'm throwing it back in a rookie. When we kids, we used to play hooky. Skipping school for that dick, dropping it low like I'm hitting the stooky. Big boss nigga who don't talk about money on these show ass, I ain't no cap. Got a pocket full of ones, if you show me what that tongue do, baby, show me love where it's at. Like a big boss nigga who don't talk about money on these show ass, I ain't no cap. Got a pocket full of ones, if you show me what that tongue do, baby, show me love where it's at.
You telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
El que te asusta dos veces. Penco ass niggas. Bubu. El Lin y la Fanta me tienen bellaco. Yo tengo una mala, le encanta dar caco. Los bolsillos gordos, yo nunca estoy flaco. Matamos la cones de flaco. Yo tengo mi cuarto, dame la luz. La pared, los trapes, el churulú. Yo no te empancho ni en los cares tú. Estoy buscando cuarto, atento YouTube. Se un rapa para en el tali. Le rompimos el culo a Yaneli. Baja que Piu Lucy en el deli. Llámame a Dayane a Rochelli. En la sauna esa nalga está sueri. Un party de bolsa con ferry. Tengo aviones, yo tengo los Jerry. La nota pa' flip a los ferry.
Si voy le freno con el bubu, mío de los tiempos de Fubu. Chaca general de los Zulu. Película como que Hulu. Lo pone pa'lante y reversa. Hace chicharrón como Elsa. Me curo como ella conversa. Lo dice como una perversa. Soy la sobredosis. A los cueros le da psicosis. Elena se estaba tocando en lo que yo le daba Josie. Picante la ganga, que tiene el churulú que la manga. La cura del virus que anda, la tuya le damos su cara. le damos 2 veces. Yo le quiero de ella, quiere que la bese. Soy el que la mece. Se pone puta cuando ve que me crece. Ella se enloquece, ella hace su lío, pero eso es a veces. Cuando yo la llamo se desaparece. El cuero amanece, le damos 2 veces. Yo le quiero de ella, quiere que la bese. Soy el que la mece. Se pone puta cuando ve que me crece. Ella se enloquece, ella hace su lío, pero eso es a veces. Cuando yo la llamo se desaparece.
Tú eres mía de los tiempos en los filas. Pa' hablar conmigo tienen que hacer la fila. Ahora yo fumo hierba por pila, rapando me saco de cuero por pila. Llegamos a la discoteca y la mesera tan loca por chulia se chaca. Antes de que yo subí a tarima vaqué una mesera que estaba bellaca. Le dimos maña entre los 3, la morena la secuestré. Se me puso bruto y lo entré. Estoy harto de romperle en 3. Yo quiero que tú me chapes. Pa' llamarte yo tengo un B3. Rapame antes que me chapé. Ahora es que estoy como es.
Finally. Public service announcement. I need every female around the world to grab your bestie, your cousin, your sister, your mother, your aunt, even your grandmother. Pull your phones out, let's get on TikTok and work.
Shorty in tip-top shape, do it for the TikTok, ayy. You ain't gotta feel no way, do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Booty looking real firm, do it for the TikTok, ayy. You ain't gotta wait your turn, do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Post it on your IG page, but do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Yikes! Shorty look real, real nice. She's looking like a whole damn wife. Wanna get married right now, throw rice. I got good pipe, so girl, let me put it in your life. Hit my credit card and go swipe. Swear to God, you can have whatever you like. Say. But on another note, here's a bottle with a Henny, gon' ride the boat. Loosen up a little bit and let it dine throat. Finna have a good time, tell your nigga adios. And your homegirl like bestie, let's go. Finna go twerking for a real goal. Always touch down if the last play don't work. Guarantee I'ma hit the field goal. Yes, sir. Shorty in tip-top shape, do it for the TikTok, ayy. You ain't gotta feel no way, do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Booty looking real firm, do it for the TikTok, ayy. You ain't gotta wait your turn, do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Do it for the TikTok, ayy. Post it on your IG page, but do it for the TikTok, TikTok. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Post it on your IG page, but do it for the TikTok, TikTok.
DJ Chase got beat.
Johnny Floss. Yeah. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh? We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, We still outside, and I'm turning up. I'm always in a different bag and I ain't letting up. Yeah, this flow is nuts and simply can't be touched. But ain't no telling when I feel like I'ma crank it up. So get about your feelings, me and my team always winning. Why you always think I'm grinning and these waves always spinning. And I'm always gonna be spending, cause my account ain't never pending. But I really don't be lending, ain't scared to change, so I'm blending, huh? You see my fit, yeah, you know it's me. You see the shoes, yeah, I keep them clean. Eating good and everything else in between. So when I say I'm outside, that's just what I mean. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh? We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside, even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Streaming BLM, so you know we still outside. I talk the talk, and I walk the walk. Teaching all you rappers, but I don't need the job. Feeling strong like Popeye when he eat his spinach. You see the T on me? Yeah, that's Brooklyn vintage. All about black business, cause I like to see black winners. Bad chick Whitney while we at dinner, but I didn't meet her on Tinder. Met her through a friend named Linda. She a real one, no pretender. And she thick, but still slimmer. Handle of a night, she gon' remember, huh? The go-to guy, yeah, I get it done. I'm with all the smoke. Brooklyn never run, no. Eating good and everything else in between. So when I say I'm outside, that's just what I mean. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh? We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. We good outside. Even during quarantine, you know we good outside. Screaming BLM, so you know we still outside, huh?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What up? What up? What up? We back in the building. It's your girl V-Henny, man. You already know the vibes. We got Lazaris TheTopDon in the motherfucking building.
What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all?
What up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, sis. I'm happy to be here. To tell you the truth.
I know. I'm happy to see you. Yeah, I got to see you for the event as well. You know, like
that. I want to shout y'all for a dope and amazing event and great experience that I had.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think y'all did a great job, and shout out to K Goddess. You know,
yeah,
on her whole project and release, and you know the Scott. I think y'all did a great job. I had fun.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. That's what matters, yo. I feel like overall, like in like me as the dude, like the behind the scenes, I go crazy because my care is for you guys to have a good time. So as long as you had a great time, I'm good. I'm happy. You understand?
Yes.
I also want to shout you out because
Thank you.
You've been moving.
Yeah.
You've been moving.
You know, for me, that's a steady thing. A lot of people tell me that, and then I tell them, you know, it's in the consistency. So you're only as good as your last.
No, you're absolutely right with that. You know, it's funny, right? Because like, so those that don't know, like as mentioned earlier, like, you know, hip hop artist, entrepreneur, you stay on your grind. You know, like you're an asset in this hip hop game. You know.
Thank you.
And we were supposed to been work.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, and it just never it never happened. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
But we seen each other. I think did we see each other for South by Southwest, was it?
I believe.
Oh, it was one of the festivals.
It was one of the festivals or something, either there or either Atlanta. Atlanta, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, when we connected, in Atlanta, out in the showcase, and I remember I came through.
Yeah. So I mean, from that time to now, you know, what are some progressions you can say that you've noticed within yourself?
Wow, ownership.
Let's start there. Let's talk about that.
Ownership. You know, back then, don't get me wrong, you know, not to say anything wrong, but you know, people do what they do when you first start in the game, and you know, you start to grow as an artist. When you start to grow as an artist, you know, you start to see yourself and say, well, am I going to be completely independent, or am I going to be with a label, or am I going to be with a major? So
yeah,
when I saw myself, you know, I started off with a different group, you know, shout out to them. And then afterwards, once I learned the business, you know, I basically said to myself, I'm going to buy all my rights to my own music, become my own publicist, you understand what I'm saying, and create my own, you know, record label and become self-independent all the way. So I could say that. As far as ownership, I could say that, you know, I've written a lot of records. I have a lot of records. I've been putting in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I have my new project coming out, but away from just my mixtape. A lot of people didn't realize that I was traveling, you know, across the world just off of my singles. You get what I'm saying? And everybody was asking me if I had an album out, and all I had was a mixtape out. You get what I'm saying? And the mixtape had these singles that had everybody in a frenzy. And then away from that, just working every club and getting with every contact and starting to know the game, I got to grow and progress and move a little bit forward.
Why mixtapes and not albums?
The reason why I didn't put out the album was because I was preparing the sauce.
Okay.
You got to prepare the sauce. People don't realize it. A lot of people make mistakes. I see a lot of
yes, thank you for that.
I see a lot of, don't get me wrong, and shout out to all the GOATs and all the people that put out the albums that they do. I'm not saying that it's wrong to put out albums, but what I'm trying to say is that it has to be a calculated strategy.
I agree with you, right? It has to be calculated. It has to be, you have to be strategically
Yes.
what is it, like, just strategic when it comes to your brand or your artistry, right? Because I feel like when you're still coming up, when you're still in the come up,
correct,
you understand, like, it's fine, cool, drop an album, but I'm like, my thing is just, I always tell people, but who listens to me, but I always tell people, like, yo, bro, singles is best move, because you need to bring in the fans. You need people need to know who you are.
You need a core following.
Yes.
And you need people that just buy your music. A lot of mistakes that I see people do. We're at the same venues, at the same showcases, and the same people are not really supporting you and doing what you need for yourself as a brand.
Uh-huh.
So the main thing that you need to do is know how to market yourself strategically.
Okay.
And if you realize we're at a time right now where it actually happened to work in my favor. The reason why, God bless everyone, because of the COVID-19, and all the things that happened wrong. But while everybody took it wrong, it became a working category for me. I've been in the studio every single day almost since the COVID has happened. So I've been able to put out like 30 or 40 records that are not even out.
Okay.
And my working momentum, what it did was just put me in a category where now everybody's accessible.
Okay.
Why? Because everybody's accessible. At the end of the day, nobody's doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And even the main people that are doing something digitally, that right now you're not making so much off of the platforms.
Yeah.
So I'm smart enough to know that. So I have my own website. I monetize my own music amongst my own site. I have my own clothing. I have my own sneaker line. I have a whole bunch of things behind me. And now I have, partners and people behind me that believe in the music that I've done. So I've already have, shout out to the infamous Amadeus and Lord Sear and all them. I've already had play on multiple times on Shady 4-5. I've got to be on M's album. I've got to be on different people's album, ghostwriting for people in the music industry and getting paid and being able to do different things and even being in Las Vegas and working with different people. So once you start learning the game a little bit, you start realizing how it worked in your favor. The way I feel it worked for me was because I was able to capitalize and reach everyone. Now I got these big features in. So now you start to build a buzz because at the end you want people to follow you. But if you don't have a core chain of music for people to follow, there's no way that they can be monetized to be able to come to you. You get what I'm saying? And I felt that was needed. I have my own music, yeah, but now it's like, now I have more music. Now I'm bombarding you. Now you see me everywhere. Now you're like, oh, I see him with other mainstream artists. Away from just the club, away from just that. And I wanted, even though you know me, and a lot of people know me as the promoter, I've always been the artist. You know what I mean? I took the promoter route so that way I can build the contacts.
How was that, yo? Like, because I feel like, for example, I originally started in this industry as I was a rapper. I was rapping.
Salute.
I was spitting my shit. You understand? Doing what performing. I was going down south. I was actually whatever. Yeah. I felt like when I took a break and then when I came back into the game, I felt like I had to make a choice. Okay. I don't know. Like, did you find yourself having to make a choice, like either promoter or art? I know you say you was the artist first, but did you feel like you really had to take that step back and be like, all right, let me analyze which one is really something that I want?
No, it was actually a strategic plan.
Okay.
It's learning how to utilize the people that's around you.
Okay.
Once again, salute to my brother, the infamous Amadeus. Like, from being around and learning how to be around your mentors and people that are above you, you learn how to excel. So I'm a person that I learned off of demand. So what happened was I saw a key following and I saw an opening where my friend gave me an ability to be able to, basically cross promote and basically host with him and learn the ins and outs of the promotion game and the business. So once you start learning a way, you start saying to yourself, hold on, once I know the real ins and outs of the business, then I know how everything works amongst the game. And you start learning that everything is a number. So once you start learning that, then it's up to you on how you capitalize. So for me, I said to myself, I'm going to utilize it to the max. I utilized it to the point where I felt like I'm learning from my mentor. I'm meeting celebrities. I'm getting to party for fun while establishing my name.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? I didn't take it in the other form and route like it was work or nothing. And there were hard times. Don't get me wrong. Shit where we went through, where I got yelled at, where I went through different things. But I wouldn't change that for a day and bit, because it's given me a core name. And then I was able to step out of that realm and be able to show people, okay, I really am the artist, because people don't know, music's in my bloodline. Like, my uncle is one of the most famous Cuban singers in the world. Rest in peace, Senor Rodriguez. People don't know that Cuban side and other side of me. So that's what really happens. A lot of people just know me from the promotions. But for me, I was smart and I learned how to utilize that and take that and go, okay, since you know me from that, there's a lot of key favors that I've probably done for other people that we don't name or ever speak about. And then you utilize that into your form of your music.
Yeah.
And if you realize we're at a time where everything is digital right now, so you have the best way to contact everyone, because everyone was at a standstill.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. As a Latino and in hip hop, I want to know, like, what were some challenges you can say you overcame and you're proud of?
Oh, wow. That's easily to say that. Well, rest in peace to Big Pun. I got to be able to sit back and work with Money Man from Terror Squad and, Thor and all of them, and got to come up, actually with the House of Representatives and basically rap as a Latino and get picked up for my talent and skill, when we were coming at a time where there weren't too many Latino rappers like actually being accepted. I've been in multiple ciphers. I've been in many different rap battles. You could look up on Cypher City on different times, on everywhere where I've came up. And from my part in the borough where I'm at, basically in the South Bronx, it was predominant where hip hop, you had to really rap. And there weren't a lot of people at that time, basically where I'm at as a Latino doing so. And I feel like right now, even for the new generation where I'm at, I represent them right now, because even in my area, there's only a few real Latins that really rap like that. You know what I mean? To be honest. And when it comes to those top calibers, I mean, you got to put my name in there.
Yeah.
Why? Because lyrically, I'll just show them what it is. I'm known right now basically for putting other rappers in coffins. That's what really happens. We go to these big studios and we go with these big artists, and then they realize, oh, okay, I didn't really realize this kid can really rap, not only in English but in Spanish. So, when you come at people like that diversively, and then you're able to write R&B like me, meaning I can write you an R&B song. You understand what I'm saying? For someone to sing, that doesn't mean I want to sing it. There's times where I have an ability, I could just write something and I might not feel that it's for me.
Yeah.
So I've been at that time. So I'm not gonna lie. I would say my lyrical proud started like around 2015. Why? When I first got picked up and basically went to Summer Jam, I battled with 32 different artists. I got put on stage. I even battled females, you understand, from different parts across the world. Then I went from there and I got put on Fight Club. Shout out to International P. I remember I met 40 Caliber from the Dipset. I got to spit on there, with a bunch of other rappers. And there weren't too many actually, Cuban and Latino, Puerto Rican rappers that I know that were coming up, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's just the honest truth. And, there are a few that are icons that I can name, but more than likely, I'll tell you the honest truth. If you was to ask them about me, they'll tell you, if I don't know him, I heard about that kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
He got bars, or I probably reached out to them like, yo, what's up? Let's get it in. And most of it is politics.
Okay. Listening to your catalog, yo, Laz, like, I want my question, because everybody knows how I am. I love getting the core story of who you are.
Get it.
So my question is, with your catalog, the way you push in the way yourself, your brand and everything, why you're not where you're supposed to be?
Because everything has a time and place, and everything has a certain amount of finance that you need to be able to have to be able to be in that place. And I was at a place where I had the finance, but I didn't have the core relations. And now I have that now. So when that gets put into that, you have to realize, even as an artist, you have to have things behind you, a big campaign, besides being independent on yourself and on your own. So I learned at the end of the day that I had to find someone that believed in me, believed in my actual talent, believed in my brand and what I have, and be able to sit down and utilize that. And that's why I'm at the level where I'm at right now. So right now, basically where to be pushed, people will see me in a different form and light, because you have to transform on people. Sometimes people don't see that star quality or talent in you until you manifest and show them. And that's the level where I'm at now.
Which is a good thing, because I'm like, yo, I'm let's keep it a buck. Like, we bumped into each other in certain places.
I've heard of your name, even before I met you. You understand?
Thank you.
And it's like, so it's like, damn, like, it gets sometimes, like, for me, like, when I see how, I also learned, though, when I see people working hard, it's like, damn, that shit's whack, right? When you can't get to the place you want to get to. But then it's like, now hearing your story, and we had this conversation before, it's like, it's not about, and I'm learning this now, is that it's not about how your work ethics. It is your work ethics, but you got to also move smart.
Correct.
And it's like, I think that's where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Basically.
Moving smart. And
it only took you how long?
Somewhere from like 6 to 8 months, you know what I'm saying? Easily to sit back and just review. Sometimes I feel you have to reflect on your game plan and remove, things that are in your way, because sometimes you'll have things with you and you think that everybody's with you. And sometimes people are in secret competition with you amongst your own people. And it's sad. Remember, even though you keep a big heart and you keep open regardless of what, you have to remove those key factors, because those factors will stop you from your success.
Yeah.
So once you're destined to get there, nothing is going to stop you. So that's basically where I'm at with it right now. Nothing is going to stop me or derail me. I've realized that at the end, a lot of people tell me this, and I'm humble, but people tell me, yo, you have a Tupac work ethic, bro. I've been in the studio with you and I've seen how you do records, and I've seen how you be able to come out and do this and still be humble and still have a timing, because I've realized that if I'm gonna come out, I want to be great, and to be great, you have to have things in your catalog. So that's what I'm doing now. That's the level where I'm at right now. That's what I can bet say to you.
I tell people, in order to be great, you have to do great.
Of course,
and that's exactly what you just said. And it's a smart thing. Now let's talk about your singles, because I know you're working like a monster. So what are we expecting with your singles?
Okay, well, with my singles, I feel that I'm gonna change everybody's direction. I feel that I'm giving you a different form and giving you all angles, even from English to Spanish. Right now, when I hit him with this record, rest in peace to my uncle that's dedicated to him. It's called Mi Gente del Bronx. We're switching. We're giving you like drill mixed with salsa. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
With a hip hop verse. So it might be.
I like.
I'm just basically what I'm doing is showing I can do all genres and all forms, and that you need to just look out for what I'm coming with.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
That's dope. I want to, like, okay, because you know what it is? I love when I see, like, when I hear the versatility from people, you understand? Like, it's fucking amazing, because that's the whole purpose of being an artist.
Correct. Well,
you have to be a creator.
It comes with, a part of your influences too. One of my influences is Soundboy Cartagena, the hip hop Ibarito.
Okay.
Shout out, you'll see me do a record with him too. There's a lot of people that you won't expect. And you'll see me in a realm and go, wow, I didn't know that he can go that level and route. But that's usually how it is. You build the chemistry and bond on who you look as your influence.
When are you looking to drop?
I never gave them a release date, but the album's done already. So I think, I don't know, maybe I'll drop in 2 or 3 weeks out, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my website first.
Okay.
I'm letting everybody know. I'm putting it on my website first. So I'm going to generate that traffic towards my website. It'll be on there for 90 to 120 days. And then after that, I'll put it on all the streaming websites.
Smart man.
That's the way I'm going to do it, so everybody can know. And, it's titled Success in My Path, Volume 1. It's hosted by Gorilla Tone from Success Clothing and the infamous Amadeus, from Shade.
So it's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape album, yeah.
How many tracks are we expecting?
I should give them anywhere from 15 to 18.
Okay, so knowing that your work ethic is very similar to Tupac, so I'm assuming you fucking recorded 1,000 other songs.
Oh, of course.
How did you go about picking and choosing which tracks would make this mixtape?
Oh man, once again, shout out to my incredible team. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, the infamous Amadeus, and everybody behind me, Shot Boogie, everybody, all of us. My whole team at I Get At 'Em, I sit back and Inf is one of my big influences. I sit back and I can have many tracks, but I'll sit and go over him with a track list or send it to him. And I'll tell him, yo, what you feel sounds good, because one, gotta be smart.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's on the radio, unlike you other guys that's on just little low radio forms. He's on actual satellite radio, so he's breaking new artists every single day and hearing music. So he's done that. He's been a DJ inside of all of the clubs, so how sounds have to be, formulated in the correct way. So I go by what he tells me and what I pick. And, we're going to see right now what the world, basically reflects when they see this project.
which song you can say, do you have a track actually that you would say took you out of your comfort zone?
A track that took me out of my comfort zone. I would say I have tracks that took me out of my comfort zone, but not on this project.
Not on this
I
project?
feel on this project I was really comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was really orchestrated in my way.
Okay.
And I could say that it kind of went in the direction that I wanted to, because a lot of people didn't think that I would bring these kind of records.
Okay.
That I could say.
All
now,
right.
probably I could say on my next, project that I have, which I, so y'all can know, I do have the next project already ready. That's to let y'all know how ready I am. There, I can say I came out of my comfort zone.
Okay. I definitely want to see that. I love seeing artists come out of their comfort zone.
You already know. That's when you start. I feel like when you start actually gravitating towards your fans, because remember, sometimes people forget that as an artist, we create and we draw and we create our paintings, and our movies and stories. And sometimes at the end of the day, there's people that have their demand that want to hear what they want from you as a storyteller. And I feel that that's what happened on the second album. I feel like the second album, I'm connecting more with my fans. I'm giving them what they're asking of me, what I see and receive from my Gmail and my mail, and what I get from people from my responses. And thank you to all my fans, because I'm very grateful for everything.
I was just wondering right now, my question to you would be knowing your story, knowing your process, your work ethics. Have you ever had a moment where you felt as if you wanted to give it all up?
Yeah, there's always going to be that breaking point, but that's how you know that you're a real artist. And that's how you know when you pick up, because when the thing gets the hardest, that's when you pick and lift yourself up and show everyone that, you really are a superstar. Because remember, there's a difference. Everybody now wants to be a musician. Everybody wants to do music. Everybody wants to do this. So you have to separate yourself and show people why you're a real star. Why is it that you're like that? And I've been at that point. But it's funny because unlike other artists, a lot of artists I see go through what's called writer's block and go through that. I noticed that for me, I don't go through that. I have something that's very infinite with me. Music, being that it's in my blood and in my DNA, it just keeps going. So for me, it's like I've came to the point where I wanted to quit, but not because I wanted to stop music.
Okay.
It's because I had other problems in my life that stopped me from creating and being in the best moment in my life. Because I feel like when I'm making music, I'm in the happiest moment in my life.
Okay.
Music is a form of energy. You get what I'm saying? Most people I know, they're like, oh, I make music for the money. No, if I was already basically a billionaire already, I would still be making music for free. You get what I'm saying? Because I like music that much. But now, of course, it's a business where it comes to a point where you have to take care of your family and things that you do. But that's how much I love music, to go to show you at the end of the day that I'm willing to tune out anything else around me so that way I can just be at peace to create.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying is the difference.
When did you realize that this was a music, that this is a business, should I say? Because I feel like you have people who be like, yo, I love doing music, and they're so-called going hard on it. I know your work ethic is completely different, so I'm not comparing you to other people. But it takes a while for people to understand that this is a business.
Okay. Like I said, I sit back. I have, Inf around me. Shout out again to him. I have all these people around me that I have seen have done calculated moves and done things at a grand scale. And you have to remember that I've always been the person sitting back, analyzing everything. So then I go, well, I see my friend took that route, and look at the clout that he has, and look at everything that they went through. So why should I take that route when I can make an alternative that's different from me, because I'm in a different lane? So it stops me from taking calculated risks that I don't need to.
Okay.
Because I'm already seeing them. I'm already around them. I'm actually there witnessing while they're happening.
Yeah, but you know what? I get what you're saying. But my thing is that I know people who's around that, and yet it still hasn't processed.
Then
you were lucky for it. Do you understand?
No, it's not luck. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I'm
gonna tell you what it is.
Right.
It's the ability to change, and being a chameleon in this game. You get what I'm saying? If you look at it, I'm a chameleon. I know how to be able to gravitate from different things, but that's because of who I was influenced and who I'm around. My friend done that. I've seen from him become an artist and a cinematographer. You understand what I'm saying? To then becoming a DJ on national radio in less than 6 months.
That's dope.
I mean, it goes to show you anything is possible. So
that's a fact.
And then it means on how much of your will are you willing to bend to be able to get that. And that's the level where I'm at. I'm willing to do anything and everything to be able to get where I have to get to. So once that happens, I guess that's what opened that door and made it feel that way. It made me feel like, okay, I already know this is a real business and it's something I love to do, but everybody doesn't have the same mindset that you have. You understand? Other people are trying to make money off you. They see you as a decimal. They see you as a factor, or it's a key thing. And I want to be the first to say this on your show. I'm tired of New York, even though I'm from New York. I'm tired of everybody in New York with the same old thing. Everybody in New York, you know what happens in New York? Let's see. I got a question for you. What happens in New York that's wrong that you see that's different in this music industry? Because I can tell you what it is, and it's gonna make you laugh.
No, I feel like I feel like me personally, New Yorkers, my fellow, you guys don't support each other.
Okay, that's one. That's one definitely right there. But the second problem is that everybody in New York is a hustler. Everybody's a swindler. Everybody's trying
That's
to
true.
game you out of something.
See, New York has
prime example. Not
crab
to
in a barrel. That's what it is.
Crab in a barrel. But prime example, I'll show you. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Okay.
But all my friends are from Harlem, uptown, and I got friends in Staten Island, and I got friends everywhere. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll get love from the inner city, but it's different how, like, when I go out and I fly to Atlanta or I go out to Houston, you understand what I'm saying? It's way different how the way the people will support you generically, and this is why these cities and small towns are winning compared to us in the big city, because everybody is not trying to overshine each other. Everybody is connecting with one another or whoever that artist is within that inner city. And that's what I'm trying to bring now. I'm on some, let's unite the boroughs. You get what I'm saying? Let's bring everybody together as artists and bring out. If I see a dope artist, I pop out, even though they don't know me. Get what I'm saying? I'll build the connection. Most artists are not willing to do that. So that's why I know that there's a different level in my state.
I agree with you because I was, due to like everything that I love, I was, blessed to travel as well, and I've always said it on my show many times. I'm like, it's crazy how outside of New York, the support system is different, bro. Like it's the love and not even that, like the hustle is completely different because I feel like out here our ego is one of the biggest problems. Correct. I feel like a lot of New Yorkers have a big ego, right? And sometimes their ego doesn't even match their bank account.
Correct.
You understand? So sometimes their ego doesn't match their work ethics.
There you go.
I feel like a lot of artists also feel like, because I'm lyrically nice, I don't need to do much. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
If everyone has to, I tell people, if I have to bust my ass and work, lose sleep, sacrifice X, Y, and Z, and I'm not even where I want to be, what do you think you have to do?
Oh, forget about it.
So this. So I agree with you because unfortunately it's not like that. But I'm glad that you brought that up, and I'm glad that you are saying that you're willing to put that. You know what's the sad part, Laz, is the fact that I know you done events and I know you do the promotions, and they still take it for granted or they don't appreciate it. So how you feel about that?
I mean, it comes with the game.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Okay.
That's not going to derail me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've learned that in this life and in this world, you have to have a balance. So I'll be the first to say it on the show. The same way you got good people, you're going to have crappy people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it comes with it. So, I just look at it like sooner or later, I'm trying to convert them. That's the funny part about me.
Yeah.
Unlike other people that get mad that they be like, oh, I'm upset at them. No, I want to convert you. You know what I mean? I want you to become a fan. I want you later on to become someone that's in my working network. So I don't know. I guess maybe me having that positive energy, it keeps a lot of things away from me. And a lot of other people are just like, whoa, it's really hard to derail this young man. Like, it doesn't even matter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go through different things, and it's just like, whoa, he's like a steamboat. It doesn't even matter what we go through. So, I feel like the hardest thing I went through right now, was COVID. I'm going to tell you the honest truth because I lost a lot of my close friends. I lost a lot of people that were, dear to me. I had my father that was sick. God bless. God is great and, helps in ways. And he came out and, came out back healthy and strong out of this. But you go through things and you're not thinking that, you're really actually that strong. Mm-hmm. You don't know that you can actually go through those things. And me, it's funny because I actually know my strength and I can see it.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to lend that strength to other people. Now that I want to lend it to other people, let's see how they gravitate towards it. That's how I see it right now because I don't have a challenge. I feel like the challenge is with you because I'm already changing.
Yeah.
And from my old ways, from the way that I was, the way that I thought, from all of that. So if you see that I'm willing to change and willing to come out that way and do anything, then why shouldn't everybody else do the same thing?
I mean, it's a great mindset. You have a great mindset. Just unfortunately, not everybody. And I'm not trying to be this pessimist
No, that's
person,
perfect.
but at the end of the day, you have people who who don't think like you, and I appreciate your mindset because again, in this business, not everybody has that mindset.
And that's what messes up this music industry.
And
you
it's
see,
true.
the problem is with a person like me is that I will expose you. I will exploit you, you understand, and eradicate you for you trying to mess up this beautiful art that we have created. People don't realize that, yes, you have people that, are pioneers that have created this game. You have people that are seekers, and you have people that are destroyers. I am a destroyer, meaning at the end of the day, if you come and I see you're not respecting this hip hop culture, you're not doing anything that you're supposed to, or you're derailing it or in a different way, then I would just eliminate you basically in any way or shape or form. That's just how I am.
Okay.
So I feel like that is a strength right there because not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people can take criticism and be able to dish it out back and be able to take it and manifest and change their own ways. That's one of my great things as a music artist. Shout out to my brother Cover, at Umbrella Studios. He tells me all the time, that's one of your great qualities, bro. That you can adapt and you have the ability to be able to listen and change. And that's one of the things that, is going to push me forward. That's what I could tell you right then and there here.
No, that's a fact, and I want to say thank you for thank you for just the way just how honest you are. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck since day one. You kept it a buck with me.
That's how it is.
The energy was always reciprocated. It was never like I never felt anything funny style, whatever. The most I would say, and I just do that with people I don't know. Because I met you I met you in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it was just like, who am I dealing with? You understand?
Correct.
And I feel like that's normal. If it's not, it's not. But I feel like once we got to talk and once we got to really network and build, it was a different way. Like you really was reaching out and you was showing love. It wasn't even on some you was trying to whatever. You was definitely reaching out and I give it to you. You know, if anything, I feel like you reached out to me more than, and it was, to me personally, it was just I get skeptic because I know how this game is.
Of course.
So I appreciate the fact that you know how to network and you know who has the proper energy.
Correct.
I noticed that.
Correct.
That I will notice because you work with a lot of people, but I notice who you gravitate to and who you don't.
Of course.
I observe as well, so
you have to because there's a lot of people that will take up your time and space. And it's like when you have a lot of things to offer, when people look at me, they're like, whoa, bro, you're like way more than an artist.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I appreciate that. When you take it with a grain of salt, things are gonna come to you. So I'm at a point where not only am I trying to elevate myself in my career, but I want to help others.
Okay.
So
I know you got artists under your belt.
Yeah, I got
correct?
artists under my belt, correct.
How many artists you have?
Right now I got 2 artists under my belt so far.
Okay.
I eliminated some of the other artists, like I told you from before, because I saw that not only forget just about wanting to push my brand, but they weren't serious amongst themselves. So if they weren't serious amongst themselves, why waste my time and energy or investment or anything like that? You have to be able to want to do something yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I let that. And I still wish them the best and blessing to them. And we're still friends. It's just funny because they're actually not doing music anymore. So that's the funny part. Some people just get to a point where they're like, oh, I don't want to do music no more.
Okay. See, that's what I be talking about.
I got you. Don't worry. That's where the edit comes in. Shout out Final Cut.
Nah, but, I'm going to say, I was just like, nah, but, honestly, I'm going to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I like the fact that you mentioned something. And I like the fact that, we're going to have it before anything, because I'm like, I know people, they want to hear your music. We're going to actually have a 16 from you as well.
No problem.
But this is my thing I wanted to speak with you on. Because I've always had a question for artists managing artists.
Okay.
But you did mention something. You mentioned investment. Because I feel like artists managing other artists, I feel like sometimes it doesn't make sense when you're not established and you're not investing.
Correct.
What made I feel like you're investing in them, so I'm assuming you have the capital. So what made you want to? I know you like helping people, but really, what made you like go this route?
The strategic plan of the category of music that they will bring to the table.
Okay.
So meaning that they're not in any form of genre that I'm in at all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when it's that, then it's completely different, and then it gets to a point where I didn't come to them. You understand what I'm saying? They more or less came to me. I had personal relationships with them before that, with the artistry, and then what happened was I got myself a partner. And sometimes you have to get other people involved that are not in your immediate circle to be able to manifest and let the business work.
Okay.
So I get other people involved at the end of the day to micromanage that. Yes, they'll speak to me directly so I can oversee everything else because I do run the company and organization. But there are levels and channels to the business before you can be able to get to me directly.
Okay.
Now, if we speak personally, that's different. When I tell them that we're speaking personally at the end of the day, then that's a personal time. We shouldn't be discussing anything about the record label or anything that's going on if we're speaking on personal time.
Okay. And I only say that, I only bring it up is because I've unfortunately I've watched managers / artists literally fucking cutthroat.
Of course.
And I'd be like, God, I'm like, damn, I'm like, wow. Like, you know.
Well, that's those opportunists that are simply looking for everything. It's different. I feel like when you come at the artist from the beginning and you let them know, listen, this is how much it's going to cost to invest into you. This is how much it's going to take. This is the hard work and dedication that it's going to take. And this is how much basically it's going to cost me to be able to invest into you and for you to be able to help me. Why is it that I should even want to go that far? And where is it that you're going to help my brand if I do help you? You understand? So once you put that out from the beginning, it kind of eliminates everything from the beginning. And I feel you have to have a working, genuine relationship. A lot of people I know that are artists and managers are just looking for who's hot and whatever it is, and not really have a genuine bond with the person and belief in that person. So, like for me, I have a genuine belief in my artist, like Yao Black. Shout out to him. My artist is not a regular artist. You know what I'm saying? He is a party artist. He is an artist that will give you elevator music, something you will fly to on a jet, something that you would not normally see. Maybe if you're sailing with your wife on a cruise or a ship, that's not normal music. And then I have another international artist, that I'm not going to name because I want people to know when I put it out.
Yeah.
Why? Because now they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know that Laz was coming in that form or shape, or that TopDon Empire, which is the name of my label, was coming in that form and way. And not only that, but we own our own publishing. We have our own distribution. So we don't have to go out anywhere to
you
put
cut
out
the
our music. We cut the middleman out the way, So, I mean, at the end of the day, if I didn't have belief in them, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be sitting here and even trying to say anything, because away from me coming to their projects and wanting to invest into everything for them, they already had their own investments. You understand? They already had their own money to do everything. And they just felt that my direction and my vision was what will help them. So I said, okay, let's take the chance. And I don't bond anybody. I give people, a 2-year or a year contract, and if they want to stay forever, it's there. And I'm willing to help a person afterwards build their own company, and we can even join venture. You understand what I'm saying? As long as the business is always correct, and you always respect me, and you always come at me in the correct form, because I do everything professionally. As much as people see me as this big, tough, rough guy, I know business, so I do everything professionally. They're like, wow, I didn't expect that from you, but that's how it is.
No, I respect that. I definitely respect it. I told you over the phone. I'm telling you now, like, I'm proud.
Thank you.
I'm proud of just the way you're moving, the way you're taking ownership, like as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You're owning what's yours.
Correct.
As you should. And I it's funny because I remember, like, maybe a year ago, I was like, somebody had told me that, like, yo, you need to start owning it. And you're mentioning that, and it's just like, shit. You understand? Like, it's true. In order to manifest, in order to bring things to the light, in order to get to where you have to own it. So you're doing it. And that's personally, that's powerful and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So continue shining, continue growing. I look forward to this project you're releasing.
Thank you.
And I look forward to much more, because this is at the end. You understand?
I want to say it too. I'm proud of you too. This
Thank
platform.
You.
I thank you for having me on here. All the things that you're doing. I wish you your success in your journey, because you have to keep your genuine bond with people. That's one thing that I want to show people. Away from doing music, build these bonds.
Absolutely. Relationships is everything. And
yeah,
people don't realize that.
You don't know where people are coming from to keep this beautiful network that we're trying to keep alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yo. So I definitely, yo, listen, because I don't want, I'm not a hugger, so I ain't trying to be hugging you right now. Nah, but we here because you rap.
Yeah,
it's not like he rap. He don't just like, not just like, fucking nursery rhyme shit. He rap. So I want a good 16. Like, what's good? Can you give me that?
Yeah,
because I know you picky with who you give you, but can you give me that?
No, how you want it?
Let's do it.
You want it acapella? All right. I go, look, I'm from the belly bottom, the beast. I push the powder while everyone is asleep. I'm awake to make cake because I remain a G. I remember living my life in and out the street. I define what the grind is supposed to be. So when I rhyme, even people that's blind put their visions in me because I took my level with talent to a different degree. When I was in prison, nobody came and visited me. My expedition was a mission with heat. I started spitting slowly as this crowd started to lift to their feet. This a requisition, a transitional spree. I pitched the game. Hip-hop still living through me.
Bars. Yo, the fuck? Y'all ready? Stop your shit, bro.
Artistry.
Where the fuck we, yo, stop your shit. He's gonna give all his information right now. I'm here like, I'm about to like, I'm being on some real shit, yo. He's gonna tell you right now where you can find his music, all his information. But I will also say, all that shit is gonna be in the description box below. If there's no fucking possible way you cannot follow this man, stop your shit. Let's do this. Where can we find you,
You
man?
already know you can find me on Instagram at Lazaris TheTopDon. That's on all platforms. Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. I'll spell it out because a lot of people tell me they don't know how to spell it. So it's Lazaris, the actual word the word top, T-O-P, and the word dawn all together. So everybody that's always asking
I laugh because I
gotta say it that way because people always asking me to misspelling and all that. So no, I'm correcting y'all. It's the correct spelling and correct way. And if you can't find me there, the simplest way is to go to my website, www.topdonempire.com. Make sure you log on, subscribe, become part of Top Don Nation, become part of our article, see things that we're doing. Also, check our artist services and things that we do there to go to show you that we're not selfish. Away from just our music, we service other artists, we do consultations, we do everything. You know what's up.
Pow! Pow, pow, pow. And we're going to play some music. We actually got some of his music. Yo, listen, guys. Everything's there below. We're going to come back with some more and do what we do best, man. You already know. Subscribe. Stop your shit. We'll be back.
You already know. Your boy Lazaris, TopDon Empire, Success Music, Success Clothing, Success Boys, caught up in crossfire. Y'all caught up. BX, stand up.
Bullets get exchanged, you're caught up in crossfire. Things ain't the same, you're caught up in crossfire. Caution yellow tape, you're caught up in crossfire. No, you're not safe, you're caught up in crossfire. Caught up in crossfire. Bullets get exchanged, get caught up in crossfire. Caution yellow tape, you're caught up in crossfire. No, you're not safe, you're caught up in crossfire.
I got these haters mad cause I'm heavily caking in my advance. I'm already the man, so don't worry about much bread I be making. Me, I'm Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason, all combined with a mix of Wes Craven. I'm the top dog, my bars gotta go for them days. And where I'm from, you gotta watch for them agents. I get it poppin', goddamn, that's at every occasion. I'm blazing every verse that I drop sick. My hooks be amazing, elevating myself from being basic. I write all of my rhymes, I never need a replacement. So face it, if not, you catching a laceration. I'm Lazaris, I'm half beast, half amazing.
Bullets get exchanged, you're caught up in crossfire. Things ain't the same, you're caught up in crossfire. Caution yellow tape, you're caught up in crossfire. No, you're not safe, you're caught up in crossfire. Caught up in crossfire. Bullets get exchanged, get caught up in crossfire. Caution yellow tape, get caught up in crossfire. No, you're not safe, get caught up in crossfire.
Yo, I was taught to ride with my honor. That's word to my mom. I load the 40 up, it's on if it's drama. I done had block wars, goddamn on the bigger scale. 1/6 we push keys off a Richter scale. I had the big fiends, skinny like sickle cell. Got it locked from Hunts Point, Simpson down to Innerville. The industry's my playground, it's my regular living as well. I'm a master with a rich thoughts. Blast you with a tray 8, thinking you the big boss. Give your ass a supply from a rich port. I'm a fly guy, slick talk. I'm beyond what you thought success clothing. Motherfuck the top Don in New York. Bullets get exchanged, you're caught up in crossfire. Things ain't the same, you're caught up in crossfire. Caution yellow tape, you're caught up in crossfire. No, you're not safe, you're caught up in crossfire. Caught up in crossfire. Bullets get exchanged, you're caught up in crossfire.
Sweat on demand.
Na 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 na. All of this drip, split, splash, hope I don't slip, nah.
I'm in a whip, drip fast, spray, don't flip,
nah.
I'm in a whip, click, clack, don't think I'ma miss,
nah. Now how would I miss, nah, when I'm moving like this, nah. I get my stepping on when the bread is on, yeah, I feel like a leprechaun. Ain't no need for no weapons drawn, unless my debit's gone, he gon' know he got credit wrong. I got this silly bitch doing silly tricks, and she know how to get it on. I left the dealership with a dealer bitch, and she know how to get it off. She get nothing but back shots, got her hands in the air like a mascot. She said, damn baby, can you go faster? Call her bestie like, girl, I need backup. And they love what I do on my laptop, and I'm making these hits and they too cold. Had to build me a lab up in Pluto. What the fuck is he doing next? Who knows? Don't watch no face. All of this drip, split, splash, hope I don't slip, nah.
I'm in a whip, drip fast, spray, don't flip,
nah.
I'm in a whip, click, clack, don't think I'ma miss,
nah. Now how would I miss, nah, when I'm moving like this, nah.
She love the drip, said I'm too drippy, now she want me all on her kidneys. But she gotta go, if she not city, OTDO, BOA friendly. I hop in the whip, dip, dash, spray the load, I don't crash. With my foot on the gas, I'm leaning back, sucking up, slapping her ass. Told mama your son gonna make it, for all of the opportunities your son missed. Watch me ball like I'm Kobe, no they cannot hold me, but I scored a touchdown like Mike Fit. Make a double right off of my last flip. I was shopping in the latest fashion. Don't care about your past, that was past tense. You my present, so I'm just give rapping.
All of this drip, split, splash, hope I don't slip, nah.
I'm in a whip, drip fast, spray, don't flip. I'm in a whip, click, clack, don't think I'ma miss.
Now how would I miss, when I'm moving like this?
She a freak hoe, she sucking deep for the C-no. Said she ain't worried about no class cause she D-go. She claiming that she the best when she deep throw. Shooting the killers a free throw. Empty the 8 and then reload. This ain't Vagina, it's Cheetos. So I keep my eyes like an ego. Fucking with Taz is like touching a kettle. Like a rock band, yeah, I keep heavy metal. Got her ass dead when she shake, it's like jello. Couple passports on my way to De Niro. No time for a widow, it's lit. I don't have time to be wasting that shit. A couple hoes fell in love with my dick. A million is swag and I'm not even rich.
All of this drip, split, splash, hope I don't slip, nah.
I'm in a whip, drip fast, spray, don't flip,
nah.
I'm in a whip, click, clack, don't think I'ma miss,
nah. Now how would I miss, nah, when I'm moving like this, nah. All of this drip, split, splash, hope I don't slip, nah.
I'm in a whip, drip fast, spray, don't flip,
nah.
I'm in a whip, click, clack, don't think I'ma miss,
nah. Now how would I miss, nah, when I'm moving like this, nah.
Wait. FJH shit, nigga. I'm back, I'm litty. Pockets fat, Biggie. Make moves like Diddy. Run to your block with the glizzy. My niggas get busy. They move, they shimmy. My hood is my city. Yeah, you mad, you pity. Wait. I'm back, I'm litty. My block, my city. And I always got goons with me. Gang, shit back, glizzy. All of my niggas, they with me. Slide, shimmy. Cold word for Ricky. Cold days, they'll be your head like a drop top. She go both ways. And she go run till I say stop. Wait. Yeah, nigga, I ain't playing. 5 shots if they tam. 6'9", way banging. Hit mine, rearrange them. Dip off, bitch, I'm fly. Kick off, gun sing like it's Lou Raw. I told BX like I'm New York. Nigga talk hard, but he moves hard. Giuseppe shine like a jeweler. Nigga, I'm cool, cooler. You can tell how I grew up. Cause game time's what I throw up. Snitch niggas make me throw up. Real niggas wanna know us, and them bitches can't hold us. They gon' ride like they supposed to. Put your brains on the post too. And they got the bread, you got the toast too. And I got that magic like I'm Frank Lou. I'm back, I'm litty. Pockets fat, sticky. Make moves like Diddy. Run to your block with the glizzy. My niggas get busy. They move, they shimmy. My hood is my city. You mad, you pity. I'm back, I'm litty. My block, my city. And I always got goons with me. Get back, glizzy. All of my niggas, they with me. Slide, shimmy. Cold word for Ricky.
The east is the coast though. I took a trip to the west to lace up baguettes and lay in the low. Hydraulics, we pressed that. Presidential, we elect that. And she was my side piece. He went and he kept that. Stop thinking with your heart first. Lay the target on your mark first. Wahlberg with your mark verse. I bring the madness like it's March 1st. I'm bringing the rim down. That's 2 for the 10 now. I'm stomping the beat up. I'm making the Tim sound. You begging for credit, your bitch is a headache. I'm high off the medics. The man who just said it's the man who just bet it. You niggas be starving, the hand is just fed it. Your life is a movie, I'm here to just edit. A cap and a cane that came with the debit.
Shit easy, nigga. You hear that? Put my pops in diamonds, nigga.
Doge. Gabbana, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills that fuck up your karma. Doge. Gabbana, nigga, we on you. Count up the bills that cut up your karma.
Building, like I say, y'all already know the vibes, man. We got First Klass in the building with me, rocking out, doing what he does. Welcome, motherfucking welcome.
I'm happy to be here.
Nah, I'm happy that you're here, man. Like, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm happy. I'm motivated. I'm just sitting back, analyzing, watching everything.
I mean, I like, it's crazy because like I was telling at last, like, I think the beauty of analyzing shit is like, let's keep it about you mentioned off air, you're a student of the game, right? That's how you started, right? So that's what makes you realize, one, who you want to work with, two, the energies of the people you decide you want to work with, and then three, how to perfect the game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
So I think that's the beauty of it, man. Like, again, like, I want to just say thank you because you're taking the time. You took the time to be here. I love the fact when I see people actually stepping out of their comfort zone to like do what they love. You understand? Do it for the passion of what you truly want. You know, you coming out here to I feel like traveling for what you love, what you're passionate about, states a lot.
Yeah, of course. Action speaks volumes. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I remember when my first out of town shows was with shout out to Joe Santana. He had something called Nonstop Media.
Okay.
And I remember when he was like, I always thought like a lot of people was trying to like scam me in the beginning.
Okay.
I was like I didn't really have nothing under my belt.
Okay. Okay.
So like I wasn't really like I didn't know how to approach
Okay.
certain people.
Okay. So wait.
Like, about certain things.
Let me ask you this because I feel like being a person who's done showcases.
Yeah.
I do showcases a lot. I do a lot of events. You know, I do know who are your scammers and who's not, right?
Yeah,
but what what made you hesitant with wanting to work with a person, and what made you choose the person? Like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take that risk.
You know, like I go for energy.
Okay.
Like if a person only talking money and not talking about my craft, eventually I'm gonna feel like, you know what, I already know what you want from me. Like I'm an artist. Like I said, I'm a student. I pay attention. I'm well aware of what's going on. Common sense is uncommon.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So like I pay attention to certain things. I watch certain things and I analyze it and I sit back and I think about it.
Okay.
You know? But it's about your intentions, what you really want to do to help me and support me. I got children. You know, my strongest foundation is my greatest people that support me is my grandmother, my mother, my wife.
Okay.
Certain comrades I got next to me, I keep next to me.
Yeah, yeah.
That teach me certain things. But for the most part, I don't take nobody for granted. So if a person wastes my time, they waste the people around me time.
Yeah.
Because we moving as a unit.
As you should. As a family man, in the entertainment world, right? Like, do you feel like when you first started moving into your lane, was it difficult? Was there support there? Because you know how sometimes people say like your family or your closest friends are usually not your first support system.
Like I'm not gonna sit here lie to you. Like I did a bid.
Okay.
I did 8.5 years in prison.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm 32, and when I came home before I got locked up, I used to write poetry.
Okay.
I was nice with poetry. I was always.
You was finessing it, kid.
Nice with poetry. I'm nice. I'm nice. Always like I have an associate's degree. I graduated from Bronx, Birmingham Community College, BMCC.
Okay.
But for the most part, I always was talented. I always knew that I could write. My mom, she used to always tell me, write, but don't curse. Right, but don't curse, because I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna want to play it for people that's gonna do certain things.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I might curse here and there, but I don't curse as much.
Okay.
Like it's according to how I feel. It's like so.
That's different.
When I rap, I want people to understand me, and I know that like at the end of the day, this comes with a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put a lot into this. You gotta like breathe it. You gotta live it. It's a culture. It's a way of life.
It's like being vegan.
Yeah,
you understand?
It is
a way of life.
It's a way of life. Listen, I am. I have a whole family at home.
Okay.
And when you really into music, it's a thin line between sacrificing and selfishness. The people that see you working, if they don't see anything beneficial, they're not going to want to support you.
Okay.
No matter if that's your love or if that's what you really want to do, they're not going to want to support you because they're not benefiting from it.
Okay.
That's why. But when they see that you're okay, you can't spread yourself thin.
I agree.
You can't spread yourself thin when you're an artist. You can't spread yourself thin. You got to be able to give to everybody and meet everybody halfway, regardless of the fact if you're an artist.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. I think I agree. I feel like if I eat, you eat. You understand? There's no I in team.
You can't unless you from ain't no I in we unless you from China. That's it. But I'm being real. From China.
I like that. That's funny.
Ain't no I in we unless you from China. But I'm just being real. Like that, if you are artists, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody have their own unique way of mastering their craft.
Mm-hmm.
Like me on the other hand, I look at people. My biggest thing was at first I was going to be a bully.
Okay.
I was going to bully my way.
Where you? Okay. Okay. Go ahead. What made you change your mind about going that route?
Smart is the new gangster.
It is
smart. Like smart is how you make more money. Smart is what's gonna make you rich. Smart is
when did that really hit your core?
All right, so I remember when I actually shout out to my guy. We on good terms now. Roger Rule, LLC, Roger Griffin. All right, so I had a deal with Eat the Boy South,
okay,
Ron Browse, and CEO Cardi. And that was a third party deal, whatever the case may be. I put out an EP called The Code of Conduct. And I noticed that me being aggressive wasn't getting me where I wanted to be.
Okay.
Even though they seen that I have a crazy like street credibility, it's not enough to get you rich. Because I'm chasing away the people that got this because they don't want to be caught up in street politics and hood shit. Rich people is not going to want to put their money into something that's going to be a risk.
I get what you're saying.
You feel me? Okay. So I was getting around these people and I noticed that my demeanor wasn't there. I remember, perfect example, and shout out to Lucky Harlem, whatever the case may be. He invited me, him and Hot Rod invited me to Yandy's yacht birthday party.
Okay.
So I went to Yandy's yacht birthday party. I'm behind it in VIP with them. I met Murder Mook. Everybody was there. But I was the odd one in the room because my demeanor, my energy was off. I had something different. My mindset wasn't on business at the time.
Okay.
I was still fresh home from jail. I still was institutionalized. I still didn't understand.
So you still had that wall. You still had like that whole.
I wasn't mentally ready.
Yeah.
I was just being conditioned. I wasn't ready to be the artist that I know I can be. Sometimes you have to accept the fact that you have to change.
That's a hard transition.
It's just life.
It is life, but it's a difficult, not difficult, but it's a challenging transition.
Not to someone that is willing.
Okay.
So I had to sit back and I had to like I knew that I needed to do something else.
Okay.
I knew that I needed to make my family see me as what I know I can be.
And not just see you as this one particular thing that...
There we go.
Yes.
It's real when your mother call you and tell you like, oh, you should write about this. Or you should write about this. Or no. When are you going to do another show? Or I got people in Bethune-Cookman University asking me on Instagram, could you send me money? Could you send me show as far as music?
Mm-hmm.
That stuff right there is cool. And I'm not even a known artist like that. In my mind at the time, I'm like, I'm nobody. I'm just a local artist just trying to make it. You feel me?
But she's proud. That's dope.
Yeah, and she does all my merch and all that.
Really? Okay, so your mom works with you.
Yeah, she's actually my road manager.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, my mom's my road manager.
So you guys are like,
yeah.
Yeah. How is? I mean, listen, my mother works with me like here and there. Like I've had her help me.
Yeah.
And she's seen me on business mode, focus mode, and I had to tell her like, Ma, there's a difference between V-Henny and you understand, like your daughter.
Yeah.
So I had to. How was that transition with you and your mom? Like, did she automatically got it? Like, okay,
Nah,
or
but
or she treats you like that's my son, and like.
nah, she understand, like I had it, like you don't know this, because me and my mom used to go to the same college.
Okay.
Went to the same school, and I went to school for business administration.
Nice. I went to that. I got. That's
Yeah,
what I. Yeah, I went to school for that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, it's a different type of field.
Yes,
It's a
it
different
is.
type of.
Fuck accounting.
Yes.
Accounting was in.
Yes.
Well, you ain't shit
Yeah,
accounting.
that's a fact. Ain't nothing. I'm saying. So my mom, she used to help me with my homework. She understood how sentimental it was to me to learn business.
She's a true supporter. I love it.
I try to do my best to keep myself. If I fail, I fail everybody.
I agree.
I feel everybody that's around me.
Because you are in a place where I'm like hearing you. You're in a place where it's deeper than you at this point.
It's way deeper than me.
So
listen, from the time, like when I go home, I have 5 children.
Okay.
And this is what makes me. Want to do more.
Okay.
My mother, she have lupus.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
My older sister, she have lupus. My favorite cousin Nicole, she have lupus. My son, he have autism.
Okay.
So like I have a lot of things I have to sit back and think on, and this is my out. When I do music, I understand, like, this is the way I remember when I used to listen to Tupac interviews.
Okay.
It's funny how you said Pac. I used to listen to Tupac interviews, and he was like, the day they take away music and the concept of music and real rap is the day we lost all type of, freedom of speech of how black people in our culture live. And I look at it like, when I rap, I feel like I could speak to people, and certain people will relate, certain people will not relate.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as I could get you to listen, that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
If you could listen just for a second, and I got your attention for a second, it's a blessing by itself.
It is. It definitely is, and I agree with you as far with the I agree with Tupac, and that whole method in itself, right? Because for example, I remember I did a paper when I was in college, and basically the topic was music is therapeutic.
That's right.
Right, and how music cures
a lot
anxiety,
of
anxiety, so many diseases and stuff like that.
And people don't see that.
No, they do not.
See it at all.
They do not. When did you start, at this point? Because I know, okay, you went you did a bid.
Yeah.
You did this bid. You came out. The great thing about hearing this is that you say you're willing to change.
Yeah,
of course. So that transition, that's why I said for me it can be a challenging, not difficult, challenging. I mean, it's same shit in a sense, right? But it's challenging because sometimes not everybody is willing to do the work to make the changes.
Of course.
They want, so many people want change, right?
They want handouts. A lot of people want handouts. Like, I know from most of my, basically, I don't get just booked. Shout out to Lazarus. He bring me along, and I support bro all the way. He's valid. Saying he's one of the most genuine people that I've met. You feel me? As far as when it comes to business, he takes it very serious.
Yeah, he does.
Like, friend and all, but he takes business to a whole nother level. If you're not on time, he'll leave you. You gotta find your way.
I'm the same way, so I get it. Trust me, I'm the same way.
You gotta find your way. Listen, I'm not gonna be late because of you. I take this shit serious. My name, my brand. Once you become a brand, it's something totally different.
Which that's where you are right now. You know that, right?
Yeah. You gotta become a brand.
Yeah.
Once you're a brand, it's something totally like now. I could say I am.
When the realization hit you.
All right. So when I locked in a deal with Blitz McBain.
Okay.
Blitz McBain campaign, right? And he was actually shopping me around without me knowing.
Okay.
Right? We made a song called Rep My Crew, whatever. And this dude named Devon Brown, I'll never forget, he was from California. He reached out to me. He actually worked with my uncle. My uncle's name is Corey Rooney from Sony Records. He's the one who signed freaking ASAP Rocky and them.
Okay.
Whatever. And did songs with Michael Jackson and stuff. That's my real family. He reached out to him. He told him who I was. And he signed me to a digital, unlimited stream. He gave me a shot. He said, you know what? I'm going to give you a shot. We're going to give you an unlimited streaming deal with Roku.
Okay.
Whatever. CAI music, whatever. And I started seeing how much attention I was getting. I started seeing how much people really did like my music. And my mother would tell me, yo, listen, you have a lot of people on your Instagram, but you have to change your image. You have to change your image, Jack. I said, why? She said, because it's okay to be who you are, but the way people visualize you, your visual should be something totally different.
Okay.
That's why I changed my name. I changed my name and all that. My rap name wasn't always First Klass.
So what was your rap name?
It was B-Boy.
Okay,
B-Boy,
okay.
You know, but I changed it to First Klass. And once I changed it to First Klass, that's when I started seeing me mature more.
Okay.
Because now I must live up to that.
So at this point, that's when you did a whole rebranding.
I rebrand everything.
Okay.
From the way I look, from the way I walk, from the way I speak, from the way everything.
I mean, you have to though, right? In a sense, not you have to. It's part of change.
Yes, it is.
So change, and what I feel like people don't realize is that change is positive. So your mom is a smart woman.
Yeah, my mom's is awesome. She's dope. She's really dope.
Having this whole transition going from the old image of who you were, right, to First Klass. How was that? Because I know your mom, I know you listen to your moms and, you take in.
What really made me do it was I knew that I wasn't going to make it.
Why you say that?
If I didn't rebrand myself.
Okay.
Because in order for you to change, you have to change the way of your thought thought process.
Yes.
When you change your thought process, then your physical, and then your music will sound different.
Okay.
You know, so I had to really become better. And then even my lady that I live, my woman, that I live with, the mother of my children, my wife. She even, a matter of fact, she used to pick my beats.
Really?
She used to be like, yo, you should go on this. Don't do that. This is what they gonna want to
hear. Okay.
And I'm thankful for that. Like she used to pick my beats and I would just go off.
Going back to who you were to where you're at now. When was the last time you got to listen to your own music first?
Oh, I always do.
You go back to it a lot?
Always. I even still perform some of my old music.
Do you?
Yeah, because it reminds me of who you have to know where you've been and know where you're going.
Okay.
And I always made good music. But I could say that, but the people...
That's what I was going to say that, because you could say that.
The people is the ones who have to decide.
Okay.
And I never heard somebody say, oh, this is trash. I love constructive criticism.
Okay.
I love it. Like if somebody told me, oh, listen, how many times I heard people tell me, oh, you have to change your engineer. I like your words, what you were saying, but your engineer sucks. Or your productions is horrible.
Okay.
Or so it makes you sit back and like, okay, if a person could tell you that, that's actually support. That's actually good. Because now you know your flaw.
Okay.
The day that they don't say anything and they be like, oh, that's fire, that's dope, and it's really not, is the day you have to, go back to the drawing board and got to change the people that's around you. Got to make some changes.
No, that's definitely facts, because like me personally, like anybody I work with at all, anybody, I don't like yes men.
Yeah,
I can't have a yes man. And at that, you got to be you have to do something better than me.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand? Like I like a team who has like stronger points with certain things than I do, because at the end of the day, it's not about, like you said, like it's not about just agreeing to what I want, or it's not just about like pleasing me. I'd rather have the constructive criticism let me know what it is so I can become a better person, you know?
And I recently, like, so once I started revamping myself, I started doing more shows.
Okay.
I learned how to, instead of me focusing on just the booth, so I had always had managers.
Okay.
I had managers, and I didn't understand why I had managers because I didn't even have a following like that. Usually, I feel like artists who need managers, people that got 24 hours, and 24 hours, every hour they got something to do.
Can I give a buck? You know, I feel like you, and I hear what you're saying. I agree with you. I feel like, but what a lot of artists don't understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, is in order for you to have a manager, you need something to manage.
There we go.
And
there we go. And I feel like, at the time I booked I had a manager. I used to pay to do whatever, to work with me, because I feel like everybody deserves money. Everybody, if they working with you and you're not where you're supposed to be, pay them people. Because they got to get you ahead.
Okay.
You feel me? They're gonna help you.
All right.
You feel me? So I chose to do that. To each his own. But I used to get booked.
Okay.
I did a lot of showcases.
Okay.
I've been performing a lot of places, and then I been to a lot of interview radio stations, and I started networking.
Okay.
I started networking. I always been a good person to speak to. I can speak to almost anybody in the room.
Which is great.
I'm saying, so I started, like, stop coming off so aggressive and started coming off more humble.
Okay.
And start sitting back and understanding and realizing that you're not gonna get ahead if you are constantly angry, or constantly bitter, or constantly, as an artist, you could get frustrated. I don't see nothing moving, or I don't see myself evolving. I don't see myself getting ahead. Listen, what you think you are and what people think you are is two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, if I don't see myself, like if a radio station don't reach out to me for an interview, I'm not as good as First Klass supposed to be. Because if you're in demand, people will reach out to you.
Absolutely.
You feel me? If you're in demand, people will want you to do walkthroughs. People will want you to be seen. I seen that happen. Perfect example, Lads. I see him. DJs will reach out to him. Yo, listen, we got bottles for you to come out and be our special guest. I seen it because he worked for that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't take and you can't reap you can't reap the benefits off of somebody else's hard work.
Yeah.
You have to be able to do your own thing.
Absolutely.
So that's where I, like, recently, right now I got a mixtape coming out.
Okay.
It's actually called Doomsday.
Doomsday. Okay.
Yeah. And
all right.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not gonna say much, but I put, for independent artists, me and a few other people, I got like 68,000 behind it, and it's a mixtape, and that's just a mixtape.
So you have a whole rollout.
I'm not playing. I'm gonna make a lot of artists mad.
Why?
Because I'm not gonna. I said I'm not gonna be a bully as far as physically.
But you're gonna be a bully in the rap game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bully.
I mean,
I'm gonna be. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna call a spade for a spade. I look at people. A lot of people's getting signed because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
I agree.
And what they could benefit off you.
It's like, unfortunately, in this industry, it's who you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about the talent.
Yeah, facts.
It's just how it is.
Facts. But me personally, like I said, man, I just know that I met a few good people.
Okay.
And
okay.
I met a few good people that is strong.
Okay.
And that's I'm saying this is like just 2 months ago. I met a few people, reached out to me, and they got money behind.
Okay.
And I'm working something out that is bigger than me. You feel me? I'm not signing no papers until I go in front of lawyers.
Of course. I'm glad you say that, because you have you know what gets me mad about this game is just, like I love that I'm talking to lads, I'm talking to you, and how smart you guys are, because I know blue check motherfuckers where I'm like, where's the contracts? And I'm like, how you did not do contracts, or how you don't have a lawyer
But they
involved?
don't. Them people don't care about longevity. They don't care about. They care about now. Now that's it. Image. I got a verified, but you broke. In 10 years, you're gonna be forgotten about. You know. I salute those that's like Jada Kiss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fat Joe, like people that's been there from longevity.
And that's the key word, because I feel like a lot of people
Longevity.
forget
You
that.
have a spark when you start, and then after that, it's over.
It's funny because like I've mentioned to so many people how like when it comes to business, you can you can tell when somebody's ethic is just instant gratification
Yeah, of course.
or longevity.
Yeah, right.
And I respect it.
Yeah, and what's so crazy was dangerous about me? I'm patient. But
Okay.
I'm persistent though.
Which is a good thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I went on your Instagram, like you got a following.
Yeah.
I was like, you got a follow.
I
I'm like, he
learned.
got a following.
I learned, but that's only because I do things different. Like,
hold on for a minute. I popped up or no? Fucking motherfucker. Do you know like how long we are in? Okay. I hate when they do this shit like 8 o'clock in the morning.
they gotta do their job.
Huh? They're doing their job. I don't mind it. But when you live across the street from it, yeah. All right. Boom. Let's go.
All right, so like, yeah, my and I ain't gonna hold you. I got some good. Listen, I could pack a room.
I was gonna say that, right? Because you mentioning you could pack a room.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, I've done events, I've done showcases, I've done tours, X, Y, and Z. Are you headliner material? That's my question.
Oh, what makes me headline material is what makes me headline material is when you have like, people that all right, so I remember I did a showcase with Dice Peso.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm just using him for example. And I went to at the time we went to what club was it? In Queens. That's when they had the white couches and stuff. I forgot the name of it.
Oh wait, I think I know. Okay, I know which
spot. Alo or something like Avalon.
Avalon. I believe Avalon. I know which spot you're talking about.
Avalon
Yes.
Lounge, right. So I had a club. That's when we had Sweet Jones and Sweet Jones and everybody was in. And I went there, I performed, whatever. And you know how you got the top deck and
Aloha. Sorry.
Aloha.
Yeah. I was like
Aloha. So and it's nice in there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had the top deck and the bottom deck, and I performed, and I had everybody singing my song.
Bars.
Everybody was singing my song.
Okay.
It was brand new. I was saying it, and they were saying, hey, man, I ain't coming there with them.
Yeah.
But for that one moment, over 57 or 67 people, when I was finished performing, asked me for my Instagram and my next event. And I could post something on Facebook and Instagram, and I had people ask me, where's that tonight? What we doing tonight? And I got other artists that follow my lead.
Okay.
They look up to me.
Okay.
You feel me? So, and then, perfect example, I had a showcase with Joe Santana.
Okay.
And rest in peace, my good friend Blocks, he died. But he was also on the bill that day. I brought him out. And my wife came out to support me. She owns a lingerie line.
Okay.
Diamonds Girls Love. We got models.
Okay.
So we brought everybody out. We literally packed
that shit out.
That club. And this was what club was this? This was in Queens, man. I'll remember. But I just know that we packed it.
Okay.
Packed the club. And people a matter of fact, there's a few DJs that asked me to come out and host, just so people can come out.
Okay.
You feel me? So I
Okay.
know I can. And headlining is not really, I don't really worry about headlining because artistry, as you being an artist, you should be able to headline. Period.
I mean, not everybody has that same mind
You should
frame.
be able to
Not
headline.
mindset,
You should be able to
so to say.
headline any event. You should be able to give your all to, even if it's, I don't care if it's a small room, you should always get at your all.
Let me tell you something, First Class. You know how many artists came to me and be like, "Yo, V, I can't bring 1 or 2 people."
That's bad.
I know.
That's bad because you don't have nothing. Listen, I remember when, I'm just going to say him, even though, I'm not really cool with him no more, but I remember when I was in my friend's studio. We had a studio. I used to rent a space.
Okay.
Right? And I had Skrilla Gorilla magazine come out. That's
Okay.
It was for my wife. It was for my wife lingerie birthday party. I had Kyle Dawson come out. I had exclusive, the DJ exclusive, come out for Hot 97 at the time. He was with Hot 97. I don't know if he still is, but I'm just a regular guy. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even a known artist like that, but they came to support me because I support them.
Gotcha.
You feel me? And it was packed wall to wall. It was wall to wall.
That's what's up.
And I had a great time. People did not want to leave. And events like that, when you could do that, that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Because that means you're onto something. I got some, new, new music. You feel me? I got Ain't Nobody.
Ain't Nobody?
Yeah, Ain't Nobody.
Did you drop that already?
I dropped it, yeah.
Okay.
I got another song called it's crazy. The Most. It's called The Most.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we expecting with The Most?
The Most is more like, it's heartfelt. It's more like heartfelt. Like, I just feel, I go with the flow when I rap. Like it's more like how I felt.
Okay.
How I feel with this street shit.
Yeah.
Any, Mini, Money, Mo is my joint too. Yeah, I did that. Shout out to my guy Royale.
So wait, how long have you? So you have The Most. These are singles.
I have a lot of singles. Like, I got Iconic, Rest in Peace, Big L. I have Slaughter.
Okay.
I have I Want Your Love. I have.
Are these singles gonna be on Doomsday or
Oh,
Doomsday? Because I want to know about. I mean, I love the fact you got singles, but I want to know about Doomsday since you working because you're about to fucking body this shit the way you're speaking about it.
Doomsday is well thought
about. Okay, so how many tracks are we expecting again?
I'm gonna have actually 21.
21
tracks.
How many tracks did you originally recorded? Because I feel like as an artist, you over record.
I'm gonna record more tracks.
Okay.
So I can have a selective few.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a lot of more features.
Okay.
I don't really like features.
Okay.
Like I really like.
How you go about that with features?
I really pick wisely who I want on my tracks.
Okay. Which as you.
I don't like. That's like I wouldn't wear everything. I choose. I choose like my clothes. I don't like everything. Don't fit me. Everything don't look right on me.
I feel like with features, it needs to make sense.
Yeah, it have to. Like I can't make music with just anybody.
And
I just can't. It's just
quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. That's a fact. So, I have mixtapes out. I have.
Okay.
I own a label too.
Okay.
I bought actually, Biggie imprint.
Really?
It's called The Commission Entertainment. He actually had it, but he did not patent it, copyright it. He owned it. When I went to online to see it, his name was next to it.
Okay.
And I felt that it was something important for me to grab. I was like,
why was it important for you?
Look who's he.
I mean, we get hello. It was all like you look like.
Yeah, but I did it because I knew that it would fit me.
Okay.
It would fit me. The Commission Entertainment. I was working with other people at the time, and that's just what I like to do.
Let me ask you a question, First Class. When was the last time you did something for the first time?
That's good. I recently did something for the first time.
What was that?
I actually, I actually did something. How could I say it? I sat down with children.
Okay.
You know, at the justice community. Shout out to the Osborne Association.
Okay.
You know, this is before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down with them and they was asking me questions about music, and, you know, like because they actually teamed up with NYU
Mm-hmm.
for like a music program,
Okay.
and I sat down with them for the first time, and they brought me out. I felt special, like I'm like, oh snap, me. So they brought me out, and I spoke about music, the children, teenagers that was having problems with the streets,
Okay.
and I could relate to them. And for the first time, I felt like I was doing something productive with my music. They listened to my music. They actually broke word for word down in my music. That's why it's important what you say in your music.
Yo, it is.
You know,
That's yo. That's. Doesn't it feel great when you do stuff like that?
yeah, it's awesome. Like a lot of people don't get opportunities to do that. They look past that. They look past, you know, when you put yourself on a plateau and you feel like you're, first and foremost, when you become an influence to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
automatically you gotta think twice about every step that you do and everything that you do. You're in the spotlight.
Yeah.
You're in the spotlight. You have to be mindful, and you have to always be seen giving back, always, because then they're gonna look at you like, oh, you're just
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you like the rest of them
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere near there.
Nah, stop.
I'm still grounded. I'm still listen. I'm modest.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're
I'm
too
modest.
modest.
I'm very modest. I'm very modest. Even if I was there, I still act like I wasn't, because it keeps you fresh.
It does, but
It keeps you fresh. You know.
everybody has a story, and we all know that, right?
That's music.
It is music, bro, and yo, and the shit is that this is the beauty of music. Like you said, the beauty of this culture is a way of life, and not everybody can. It doesn't hit everybody in their core.
Never. Nope.
You know, some it does, some it doesn't. You know, the beauty to this is the fact that listening to your story, the way you was able to transition yourself from being a statistic and of becoming that, what is it, a product of your environment, right? To where you're at is a beautiful thing. Because especially with like now everything going on is because they expect us, the minorities in a sense, right? Although we're the majorities, but they expect us to, not to overcome obstacles. And the fact that you knew that you had a change, and you was willing to put the work into it and making the changes of not just your past, but just your story.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that, because that's life changing.
Yeah, that's what's gonna make me, first class.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know why I took that name.
Why
a lot of people don't know why I go by first class.
So why is it that you go by first class?
Because everything I do now, I make sure it's A1. Because I know where I've been.
Okay.
I knew I know where I've been. If my music is gonna listen. I am only getting greater and better every time I step in the booth.
As you should.
I'm getting better and better. I'm learning how to do way more things. I'm learning my pocket.
Okay.
Like, certain people want you to sound a certain way to accommodate them. But me, I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to strategically get it right.
Yeah. I listen. All I can tell you on my end is like, little old me. What the fuck do I know? But I tell people, I'm like, listen. The whole concept of being a music artist is for you to step out of your comfort zone. You're an artist. It's not. You're not just one particular thing.
Yeah.
So, in order for you to become the mogul that you want to become, in order for you to become the icon that you want to become, the influencer you want to become, you have to, like you said, is make the changes. Make the changes, and become. In order to be great, you got to do great.
That's right.
You know,
you got to be around the greats.
You have to, absolutely. You have to be
yourself. You got to affiliate yourself with people. You're judged by the company you keep. That's a true fact.
I keep saying, you're surrounded by 10 broke people. You're the 11th. Yeah. You're either the 11th one, or you're the fucking 10th one. You understand? That's a fact. So I'm super proud of I'm just proud of when you surround yourself around those who want it. Is a proud moment. It's a blessing. I look forward to building more with you.
I appreciate it.
Because I know you have your energy. You're modest in many ways, and I listening to your story though. I am, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had to humble yourself.
Yeah, I had to.
You had to. You had to humble yourself to get to where you're at, and it's okay. It happens to all of us, but look where you're at.
I'm here, yeah. And I'm thankful for being here. Thanks to Laz for bringing me.
Thank you, but it's not only just wait, look where you're at here. I'm talking about look where you're at in life.
It's dope. I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm great.
And it's gonna get even better, baby. So you already know
it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get even crazy.
So speaking of your motherfucking music, bro.
Let's go.
Y'all already know the motherfucking vibes, man. We got First Klass in the motherfucking building. He about to motherfucking perform and tear the mic up. So y'all know, y'all better drop those comments, hit that like, and fucking show support. Let's make this happen, baby.
Klass. Commission, man. We in the building.
Slack wind, class low in the black bins. Stash boxes, hotels, that's past tense. I'm diamond studded, y'all Jews be crack gems. Let them strippers in my city mansions accent. Bottle grade, that's on A, that's no discussion. Y'all money quiet, scissor, Robitussin, there's no discussion. You the man, propose the bluff and bring the beef ballparks. I stay with the toaster oven, I'm a big dog. Resign, beware kid, cause at 4-4 bark, hollow tips don't spare rib. Spit nothing fake, like this was a red jibs. But fat a line like fat niggas that share wigs. Then watch a baby say, look what mommy, what Ed did. Static E, the way them hollows define gravities rapidly. With them hollows decline tragedy. Traps getting up, work on potent. Do this better than me. Do it better than me. Do it better than me. Do it better than me. Hollow tips turn Kevlar into caviar. There's trigonometry in the streets, I pass the bar. When spot muffin, these toys talk like Doc Stuffin'. I'm First Klass and I'm Trump tight and I'm not bluffing. I'm First Klass 52 or the Jack Spade. But time changed, the code changed since the last raid. The young boys don't play fair, it's the last days. They so raw, they get fucked in past age. No chum time, nickel cannons for your drum line. We raid the precinct official badge for one time. At nighttime, I'm moving with it, yo, I'm on my pivot. Them hot heads that heat sense, yo, I call it Riddick. Let's play a game, but Jigsaw never saw beef. Them hot heads turn BJs into raw beef. I'm counting Vicks, just need a hand like Mad Max. That Marshberg, that's therapeutic, that crack backs. Ain't no better than me. Do it better than me. Do it better than me. Do it better than me.
The Artistry.
Catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or outlets.
Follow us, the Artistry NY.